Presented by Pepsi Blue, new refreshing icy blue Pepsi.
It's an opportunity to shine. It's an opportunity for glory. It's the best of the Southern Hemisphere. The Super 12 on Star Sports.
Super 12 Rugby is brought to you by DHL, the pulse of business.
Let's go to 14. Well, only 3 players in red figures here in the third round of the Masters, and one of them, Vijay Singh, in trouble off the tee at the 14th. In the trees to the left side. So Vijay has now hit only 4 of 11 fairways in this third round, yet he is still 1 under on the round to 18.
It's still a struggle for Ernie coming home. That hit in the bank, it looked like, Lanny.
Caught the lip of the bunker, left himself way short. Such a promising start to this round is finishing kind of miserably for Ernie right now.
The hole started to go wrong, I believe, back at 13 when suspect go for the green in 2 and got a little break, still made par. That hole has haunted him now the last 2 years. Let's go to 12.
And perhaps no one in the field has played 12 better than Mike Weir in his 4th Masters appearance. He's actually 3 under par here at 12. 2 pars so far to this point in the tournament. And same for Darren Clark. A couple of pars. I think it's a difficult club choice for Mike Weir, and we'll go to 14 first. Second shot for DJ. Trying to weave it through the trees, and that is a remarkable effort. Over the green, but a tremendous recovery for Vijay Singh to 12. And we're ready. It's really the strength of his game, his short iron play. Another good-looking shot. The wind completely died that in an 8-iron. Surprising that was too much club. It really wasn't. But the wind just died. So well executed, but didn't get much out of it. And we're 2 over on the par 4s. But look at the par 5s. Not noted as one of the longer hitters. And you see guys like Weir, only 5'9", 155 pounds. You see Jonathan Bird, about the same size, and playing some great golf. Let's go to 18.
And incoming third shot, Ernie Els.
65, 70 yards, just trying to throw a little 60-degree up at the hole and hoping to get it to spin. It did not. 10, 12 feet for par, though.
12 and the walk across the Hogan Bridge.
In memory of Ben Hogan and his record-setting performance back in '53. 50 years ago. Take a trip along the azalea blanketed hillside, full of all the Karoon and indigo variety azaleas. Carolina jasmine. Mickelson, the best left-handed finisher ever in the Masters. He's done it 3 times. He's finished 3rd. Currently stands and tied for 4th. Let's go to 16.
And a moment ago, Jonathan Bird up and down out of the bunker to the left side. And so Jonathan Bird keeps within hailing distance. Back to 15.
And a look down the hill for David Toms at that little peninsula there. Flag all the way over in the left. The water in front of the 16th tee lies behind. Pond in front. And this is a metalwood. Just to the right of the hole. That is about as good a shot as we've seen here today. Surprisingly enough. This green has been an extremely elusive target. Tom's hoisted that one way up in the air. He'd be delighted with that. 1 under on the threes, 2 over in the fours. And a chance here for another birdie in a par 5. Jeff Maggart now 2 under, also going at it. Two very good shots. That's from 218 yards. Maggart, and a very difficult 2-putt coming up. He's a long way away. But anything that finds this green is a great effort. Maggart just 3 behind. He's been sneaking up very quietly. And this second 9 at Augusta National with so many chances to make birdies and eagles. Every single one of those chances, this being a great example, one bad shot and you can run up a double or worse. 14.
VJ, after his wonderful second shot, just a tremendous touch. And this will be a great 4 to 5.
And this is a par putt for Tiger. Hasn't had a bogey in this round.
We were used to seeing Tiger knock him in.
Well, he's now in a tie for 10th. Head back to 12.
The final pairing has crossed Rays Creek. It's a 10.2-mile stream. In fact, it's Georgia's easternmost stream in the Fall Line Hills. Also its most famous. It has and mud on the ball. Mike Weir better on a chip shot than certainly on a long shot. Well, he's electing to putt it. And it's going to be difficult for Weir to make solid contact with the ball landing Watkins with that much mud right there at point of contact.
No question, Bobby, and I'll tell you what, this ball could go anywhere. Well, he made solid contact. That's a heck of a play.
That's an outstanding putt from there. Still have 6 feet remaining for par, but under the circumstances, that was brilliant. A wise play. Weir manages his game well. Uses a lot of imagination. Rarely see him make the wrong play. And let's go to 17.
Well, Jonathan Bird has hit an enormous drive. 124 yards to the pin on that back level. Just about 10 feet of green behind the cup. Most players coming up short, scared to go over. It's a steep slope behind and would be a very difficult recovery. So just a wedge shot, and he's well short. Back over to the 6th hole.
Par 3, Tiger Woods testing the breeze. And looking back, tops of the trees. Mike Weir, leader by 3. Jeff Maggart has moved into sole possession of second. BJ Singh also under par. And a large contingent of those at even par, among them Nick Price, David Toms, Darren Clark, Ernie Els, with such promise after the second round of 66. And came a cropper on the 13th, as Jim Nance said. Now, this elevated tee on this lovely par 3 6th hole. Hole is cut front left. Well, it gathers and doesn't move much. So 35 feet left for birdie for Tiger Woods. We go back to the 12th.
And Mike Weir trying to salvage a par 3. And again, this is one of those tricky little right to lefters. This perhaps a little easier than the others. It's a little uphill. What a good stroke. Great par 3 for Mike Weir. And let's go to 15.
Maggart now. This for eagle. Well, just wanders away an uncomfortable distance, maybe some 5 feet. He'll have that to get to within 2 of Mike Weir, rather. Ahead 18.
Well, it's been slipping away from Ernie, but this for par, you would think psychologically essential for tomorrow.
That's the first good thing to happen to him in a while, Jim. Might be just what he needs to keep his attitude positive for tomorrow.
Well, he had it 1 under going to 13, the hole where he made 8 a year ago in the final round. He was still talking about that in an interview last December, saying it still gives him nightmares. He dropped it. Well, he hit it in the water there earlier today, having to finish the second round. Somehow made 5 today, just short of the water, flirted with it.
I think the one that got him was 14.
Terrible break.
Excellent tee shot. Wonderful second shot. And, I mean, really 5. It's just too bad.
Real unfortunate break for Ernie. Let's go to 15.
And David Toms, a good look from this angle. And virtually no one has left the ball left of the hole here. Everyone has misjudged the last 5 or 6 feet of this putt where it straightens out. For eagle. Oh, it got him. Goes back to the right. Easy for me to say, sitting here watching it all day, but they just can't pick that up. And the one golf course, which they come back to year after year after year, just keeps on fooling them.
But, David, the only time you hit those putts is in the tournament. You never get to experience them in practice rounds. You can never guess exactly where the pins are going to be.
And here's the last few feet of it. You can see it just turning beautifully here, Lanny. In, and whoop, right there. Straightens up just that fraction. And it needs to be perfect here, or it doesn't work. Maggart not for birdie. Another 3-putt 5. And that'll be a morose walk over to the 16th tee. Tom's with, well, the best part of 3 feet at least here, and these are no tap-ins. And this is the bit where it can really invade your mind. You know, you've watched that ball straighten up just a touch at the end, and you think, you know, going past the hole, is it dead straight? Should it be left half? You gotta make up your mind and hit it. Nice. And the 34s have been wearing up here today at 15. Tom's now in the red. The 13.
And the tee shot of our leader, Mike Weir. A tee shot that he needs to work right to left, try and get it down to the left-hand side as much as possible for the shortest second shot into this hole. A tee shot not too dissimilar from what he needs on 10. And that's well played. That was nicely played by Mike Weir. And there you see. He's birdied the hole twice. Now in the group ahead earlier, Ricky Barnes and Phil Mickelson unloaded massive tee shots. Ricky Barnes, 183 yards coming off the double back at 12. And just a marvelous second shot. So shaking off the effects of that 5 back at 12. Has about 20 feet left for eagle. Now Phil Mickelson had only 179 yards left. And this, not a good effort. Loses it well to the left. A difficult chip remains, and we're starting to see some foul balls hit by these players. And I'm convinced those who made the cut are playing 54 holes in less than 36 hours. And that's starting to take its toll, both physically and mentally. Let's go to 16.
And back on the tee, Jeff Maggart to David Toms. David Toms with 3 successive birdies now. Be the first to play. Absence of wind. Hole measuring 170 yards, and the pin very accessible. We've had 11 birdies already here today, 8 in the first 8 pairings. Lanny, here's David Toms, not among the long hitters, nor is Jeff Maggart.
No, but among the two straightest hitters, Vern, and they are both beautiful iron players, especially David Toms.
Now, 15 feet left for birdie at the 16th to 13.
And the chip shot of Phil Mickelson just needs to carry that ridge. Oh, such touch. So Mickelson virtually assured of his 4 here at 13 to get him back into red figures. He'll be in the tie for 3rd with B.J. Singh and David Toms. But Lanny, I think, 54 holes in less than 36 hours. It's got to take a toll somewhere, either late today or tomorrow.
Maybe mentally, Peter. I don't buy that physically. I just think that these guys work out too much, and they're all talking about what great shape they're in. Hey, it's time to step up and show it.
Well, it is a terribly difficult golf course to walk. A lot of elevation change. It was so wet on Friday. We'll wait and see. Let's go to 16.
Jeff Maggart. Disappointment at the 15th. See if he can make amends at the par 3 16th. With an opportunity. Both Toms and Maggart with birdie opportunities at the 16th. Back to 13.
Where Ricky Barnes has this putt for a 3. He makes it. He'll play 12 and 13 and 5 and 3. Reverse those, and it would have been par-par. But in this case, it would be double bogey, eagle. Young player out of Arizona who I think some misinterpret his brashness and cockiness as being something that's not a good thing. But I've never seen a great player who didn't have that quality. Some more on the inside, some on the outside. If you don't have any confidence in yourself, nobody else will. Nope. That is a mistake of a player who's playing his first Masters. In years to come, he will have that putt, and he will know that it just does not break to the left. So that tap in remaining for Ricky Barnes to get him back to level par. Still with a lot of birdie holes ahead. Good ball. Solid effort. Par, bogey, double bogey, birdie. The kind of erratic scoring that you would expect from a youngster. To 6.
At the 6th, Tiger Woods 4 under for today's round. This for birdie. Guess who's tied for 5th? Even par for the tournament. Made the cut by getting up and down this morning on the 9th hole, his final hole of the 2nd round. He's 5 under in the 3rd round of the Masters and 5 off the lead. Did anybody really doubt that he'd be back?
Cooling solutions to help your business do better. Blue Star. Breathe easy. Still basking in World Cup glory. The Australians step back into the test arena with a full tour of the referees. They must stay fresh and focused in the face of what will surely be a fierce Caribbean campaign. The Cayman Wireless Test Series first test continues tonight, live on ESPN.
This cricket broadcast is presented by Pepsi. Chota Pepsi, Chota price, just ₹5. In association with Samsung Plano Digital Flat TV with Bio. Makes life look good.
Get fresh with the Mentos Fresh Maker of the Day contest. Watch out for the fresh makers, the smart ones on the field, the ones who make cricket exciting. So all you have to do is log on to ESPNstar.com and predict the Fresh Maker of the Day every day for the TVS Cup, and you could win a free trip to Europe. For further details, log on to ESPNstar.com. Mentos Fresh Maker of the Day contest. Get fresh. The Mentos Fresh Maker of the Day is brought to you by Mentos, the Fresh Maker.
This is David Toms. 3 consecutive birdies coming into the 16th. Had a good opportunity here, just ran it by, and David Toms, the former PGA champion, will make his par there at 16. Toms at 1 under.
Earlier at 15.
Well, Vijay Singh caught just an enormous break here. That's his 4th shot, and it's easier than a lot of putts. It wasn't quite that easy, though. Singh now at -2.
Blue Star 60 by 60 by 60 offer. In our 60th year, buy a Blue Star product and win 60 bumper prizes, 60 weekly prizes in just 60 days. Blue Star. Breathe easy.
Great shot. TVS Cup 2003. TVS Cup is presented by TVS Motor Company. In association with 7-Up. Keep it cool.
All the week's net-busting action with no interruptions. Goals on ESPN.
Goals presented by Pepsi Blue. New refreshing icy blue Pepsi.
The 2003 Formula One season continues to surprise and delight. In Brazil, anything that could happen did. Rain contributed to the chaos at Interlagos, and Kimi Raikkonen took his 2nd win. It's over to Europe now, and Ferrari will be looking to kickstart their season at the San Marino Grand Prix. Join us for all the action here on Star Sports.
The broadcast of the Formula One races is brought to you by Honda.
Mike Weir had been playing so mistake-free, Jim, and all of a sudden we're seeing the mistakes creep into his game, and is really letting a lot of people back into this tournament.
Now Vern, 16.
All right, Kim, here's Vijay Singh, 7-iron, and again an almost total absence of wind. See if he can use the slope. Yes, indeed. Any good? And the sometimes stoic Vijay Singh finds reason to grin. We go to 7.
And remember how accessible this hole was earlier in the day. Tiger Woods now only 119 yards. His second shot. That'll work its way back down to the hole. Tiger Woods virtually assured of getting himself into red figures for the first time this week. Oh, how things can change in a heartbeat around here. Now we're back at 13, and Mike Weir's going back, electing to use the rule under the regular water hazard, keeping the spot between himself and the hole and going back as far as he wishes. I don't think that the ball drop is such a bad idea in this circumstance.
Peter, I think he's going back far enough that he can hopefully spin it. He'd like to fly this past the hole and maybe suck it back to the hole.
Well, we heard him talk to his caddy. 72 was what he wanted. So that'll give him the yardage that he likes. It's still a difficult shot. Nowhere do small mistakes turn into such big problems and stress as here. He only missed the flag by 15 feet. Now he's hitting his fourth shot. Gets it beyond the hole, but not getting the expected result. Expected that to come back a little bit closer. And let's not forget, that is the putt.